This is the Oecs Newslink, a roundup of major news happening across the Oecs today. In the headlines, Oecs Director General Dr. Didacus Jules was among many high-level representatives of international parties calling for global action on biodiversity on the UN's Convention on Biological Diversity's website. Ministers responsible for trade meet to determine the region's future in trade and export at the 6th Council of Ministers trade meeting. And the Global Green Growth Institute, or GGGI, strengthens regional collaboration at the 3rd Caribbean NDCFI Investment Forum in Grenada. Welcome to the weekly edition of the Oecs Newslink. I am Jacques Kingston Compton. In our first story, the Oecs joined the United Nations to observe the International Day for Biological Diversity 2025. Oecs Director General Dr. Didacus Jules delivered a featured address via the United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity's website. Dr. Jules was one of many high-level representatives of international parties and organizations to do so. The Oecs Director General issued a clarion call for global action on biodiversity conservation.
On this International Day for Biodiversity, the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, the Oecs, stands with the global community in celebrating the breathtaking diversity of life that sustains our planet. But today is more than a celebration. It is a clarion call, a call to action, to courage, and to collective responsibility. Biodiversity is not an abstract ideal. It is the lifeblood of our economies, our health, our culture, and our climate resilience. The 2025 theme, Harmony with Nature and Sustainable Development, captures the essence of the Oecs vision, a future in which people and planet thrive together. As one of the world's most vital biodiversity hotspots, the Caribbean, especially the Oecs, is rich in unique and irreplaceable species. Yet we face a sobering truth. More than 200 species in our region are critically endangered, many on the verge of extinction. The loss is not only ecological, it is economic, it is cultural, and it is moral. The Oecs Commission, in collaboration with our member states and strategic partners such as the European Union, remains steadfast in fulfilling the Convention on Biological Diversity, the Kunming-Montreal Global Diversity Framework, and the St. George's Declaration of Principles for Environmental Sustainability 2040. Let us act with urgency, purpose, and solidarity. Because harmony with nature is not a distant dream. It is the only future worth striving for.
Grenada hosts the 6th Council of Ministers meeting on trade. The event focused on strengthening regional trade policies, advancing economic integration, and addressing trade challenges. Grenadian Minister for Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development, the Honourable Joseph Andal, notes trade policy has always been an integral part of the Oecs' vision for regional integration.
The premise for gathering at this Council of Ministers is found in the revised Treaty of Bastia, establishing the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Economic Union, signed in 2010. This revised treaty advances the purposes and functions of the Oecs towards deeper levels of cooperation, commonality, unity, solidarity, harmony, and singleness. A key objective of this, in the context of the Protocol of Eastern Caribbean Economic Union, is economic growth, development, and international competitiveness of the region by the convergence and coordination of economic policies of the protocol member states.
According to Minister Andal, as a result of the current geopolitical atmosphere, the revised Treaty of Bastia is even more relevant to the strength of the region's trade and survival of our industries than in 2010 when the document was revised.
The now 12 full and associate member states of the Oecs are small, even micro, island developing states and territories that are highly vulnerable to the endogenous consequences of our small size and to various exogenous shocks that we have limited capacity to shield our countries from or to deflect impacts away from us. Structurally, we are highly open economies, dependent on external trade and investment for our economic growth and development. Our economic base is narrow, and our trade is concentrated on a few goods and services to limited sources and destinations.
To view the entire opening ceremony of the 6th Council of Trade Ministers, please visit the OECS YouTube channel or Facebook page. Also in Grenada, the Global Green Growth Institute, or GGGI, engaged stakeholders and partners during the 3rd Caribbean Nationally Determined Contribution Finance Initiative, or NDCFI, Investment Forum and Marketplace. The event, organized by the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, or OECS, is aimed at promoting solutions to the region's climate challenges. Regional leaders exchanged ideas on innovative climate financing mechanisms and projects. According to GGGI's representative Daniel Munoz-Smith, quote, "The forum provided a key platform for countries and partners across the Eastern Caribbean to come together and shape the financing strategies needed to meet their climate goals. Whether through innovative housing solutions, support to green entrepreneurs, or our technical expertise in finance mobilization and project development." End quote. The 3-day event set the stage for stronger collaboration in the region to access climate finance and drive sustainable growth across the region. For the full story, please visit our newsroom page on the OECS website. And that's all for this week's OECS Newslink. For more stories like these, visit our newsroom at www.oecs.int. Follow us on social media and our website to keep up with the latest updates. We hope you join us for our next episode.